We start off this episode fleeing from South Dakota in hopes of finding better weather. We hit up the Badlands National Park where we do some fun hiking, finish the day at Wall Drugstore, giving you our honest review of this place. We accomplish the $1 Million Highway. Maverick takes his first ride on a gondola, and we end the episode at Black Canyon of Gunnison National Park. So stick with us and enjoy.
We left the campground, we're heading to the Badlands. Didn't double check before we headed this way, and we came to the only gas station. It's called Cowboy Corner in, what's this town?
I have no idea.
You don't know what the town is. I know there's a sign that says population 94 people. But cute little store. They still got all their pumps still have analog roll dial numbers. Just a safety precaution, we prefer not to go into a national park in a vehicle that has less than a half tank of fuel. You just never know how far you're going to drive, and you don't want to be looking around for a gas jug in the middle of nowhere.
Where are we going? Say Wall Drug! Wall Drug! It's famous. He doesn't get to go, but he's excited. Did you think there was going to be a chapel inside of a drugstore?
No.
What'd you think?
Different stuff all over. It's good. It's really good. Wow. I mean, I say wow. You can't do anything but laugh.
Mm-hmm. Wall Drugstore. What's your experience with it? Would you recommend it?
It is a no.
No.
No, it feels like we were like, okay, well, you know, we've heard all about it. You pass signs, like, you know, we drove
Iowa. There were signs for this store in Iowa.
And, you know, they supposedly have signs all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So you expect, like, you know, something to be, at least something cool to be going on here. And it is, maybe it's changed over time. I don't know. It's like, you know, it is a crapshoot in there. I mean, you go in,
mm-hmm.
They got 15 different entrances.
Yeah.
And you go in one area and you pop right into a store off the street.
Mm-hmm.
You go through a different door and it's like you're in an enclosed alleyway with stores off of it.
Mm-hmm.
You go into one store and there's a door in that store that goes through a wall into another store with a sign above it that says pay for your merchandise before you go to the next store.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you're in the cafe. 500 and something seat cafe, and you pop out and you're in there, and then you don't know where the line is to order. You don't know where to get stuff. Mm-hmm. It's just,
we paid $7 for their famous pie, and it was cold. It was not that great.
Yeah, their famous pie. It's no bigger than a normal pie, and I can tell you right now, it's cold. It was cooked yesterday or the day before. Like, it's not warm. It's not hot, fresh, amazing pie. Mm-hmm. It's $7 for a cold piece of okay pie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we don't like to do much shopping, so if you do like to do shopping and stuff like that, it's a perfect place for you to be. But we don't shop much, so there's not really a reason for you to be there unless you're shopping for something or looking for a souvenir just to say that you went to this place. So. And
I don't know what the real rules are. We were under the impression that Maverick, you know, no pets. So we left Maverick in the truck.
There's dogs everywhere in there.
We passed dogs everywhere. I passed a dog in the cafe.
Yeah.
Like some woman had their dog and they had just had dinner.
Yeah. So that's my rant on World Drugstore. Let's go somewhere else.
If it's your thing, go for it, but if you don't like chaotic, crowded places,
no.
Stay away. We're now on the road again. South Dakota to Colorado, just north of Denver. And Reagan's bored, so we're playing a new game that, I don't know, it's probably not new. I'm sure somebody's played it before. I played it before when I was younger.
Yes.
Tell them what we're doing.
We are taking track, counting all of the trucks that we pass that are towing something, whether it be an RV, whether it be a boat, a trailer. And we've got categories of the types of trucks, and we're going to see who or which truck falls the most.
Yeah, which manufacturer is the most popular in this part of the country.
Yeah.
As far as on the roads we're going to be on. We've got GM, which is going to represent our Chevys and GMCs.
Mm-hmm.
We got Ram, mm-hmm. Ford, mm-hmm. Toyota,
yeah.
and Nissan.
So we're going to keep track. We're not counting semi-trucks. So, yeah, stay tuned for the final calculation. See who won. Oh my goodness. Denver, we're staying at our third Harvest Host of this trip. We specifically picked this place because it's called Annie's Alpaca. They had really great reviews on Harvest Host. And Annie, who owns the ranch, Annie's Alpaca Ranch, she allows you to feed the animals, and she gives you a little tour of her farm, and she has a shop where you can buy products from her alpacas, like scarves, socks, little like toy figures, and she also has like a brewery setup type thing where like she buys like local spirits and beer that you can purchase from around the area. So I think it's really set up something that we would both enjoy.
That we were going to see which manufacturer has the most vehicles on the road on our 300-mile trip from where we were in South Dakota here to Colorado. Also, hey, write in. Let us know what your tow rig is. What are you towing with? So what were the results?
So your winner chicken dinner is Ram.
Yeah.
By 3
over the Ford.
We left Annie's Alpaca this morning, and we are headed to
Echo Basin RV Resort in Manco, Colorado.
Yes, in Colorado. Yes, we had to drive through Denver. That's the biggest city we've been through so far. And it has been a very pretty drive through the Colorado Rocky Mountains. So that's been fun. And we got about 300 miles in total.
Yeah, the total about 350 mile journey today. Most of our trip so far, once we left Denver, has been on U.S. Highway 285, which was absolutely beautiful. I was worried it went straight through the mountains, but you're fine. We passed much bigger campers going both ways. But
sure.
If you want to, if you're out in this area, you want to not stick to the interstates, I highly recommend it. It's a gorgeous view. The roads are in great shape.
For sure. Yeah, it's been a fun drive so far, but I am ready to get to the campsite.
Yeah, it's another one of those back-to-back travel days. So, again, we got about 3 hours left, ready to get there, because once we unhook, we're at Echo Basin for a week.
Yes, which is exciting. I'm ready to stay put somewhere for a week.
Yes, do some relaxing. So yeah, that's where we're at. Mav is still, can't see him right now. He's hiding behind in his little taco back here to protect the seats. But Maverick,
there's a corgi here. There's a corgi.
There he
Mav,
is.
have you enjoyed your ride so far today? He said, man, it's been a great ride. I've been taken care of. I get to sleep on pillows, except for when this woman wakes me up. Gosh. So last night we pulled into Echo Basin campsite, which is where we're staying until Thursday, which is exciting. But when we pulled in last night about, 5 p.m.?
Yeah.
5:30?
We got, I think it was closer to 4:30 or 5. I mean, we got there, and I mean, it's no fault of the campground at all. We got there, and they said it had been raining for 45 minutes before we got there, and I mean, torrential pour down, and then we had to set up in some pretty heavy showers as well.
Yeah. When he says heavy showers, it was lightning and thundering the whole entire time. We were setting up and
in a thunderstorm.
In a thunderstorm. So we didn't film anything, and it was a new experience, to say the least.
Yeah, we're setting up in this storm, and again, you're trying to hook all your utilities up, and there's water running. It's creating mud, so you're getting mud on you, and you're trying to get stuff set up and get it. Go in and out of your camper without tracking all the mud in, and
yeah, it was not fun. Today we are heading to Telluride, which we're super excited about because Maverick, little bitty Maverick back here, gets to go because Telluride is very friendly, dog friendly. So we get to take him on a gondola. Mavi, are you going on a gondola? Are you going to ride on a gondola? You say, yes, I am, Mom. Yes, I am. I'm going. Oh, I'm so excited. So, yeah, we're going to take him, explore the town, ride the free gondola. It's free.
Yep.
So we're super excited about that. And they're extremely dog friendly. So we get to take him around. And there's some hikes that we might do based upon the weather. It's supposed to rain here again. So I don't think we're going to be out on the trail if it's raining. We're not that into hiking that we want to get soaking wet. Backwards?
yeah, I'm just looking at the hillside. And we are going down, aren't we?
We're going downhill. You want to turn around?
Oh, that ain't bad.
No, not as bad as coming up.
It's going to drop out there, though.
Yeah, eventually the side's going to give away and we're going to be really high in the air. But it's gorgeous out through there.
I'm sure it is. I think I might rather sit over here and see what's coming.
Yeah.
Are you okay with me switching the weight?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, did you like Telluride?
You know the answers. So why don't you tell the people what you think I thought of it, and I'll confirm or deny.
Okay, so how I think Casey thought of it. I think he enjoyed the gondola ride.
Yep.
To a degree after he got over the heights.
Yep, the gondola ride was nice. It was fun.
I thought walking around that town wasn't too bad. I mean,
Mountain Village was nice.
Yeah.
It was not crowded. We didn't, but while we were up there, we probably should have went in one of those places and had a drink.
yeah, but we didn't.
But we didn't. We came back down.
We got free parking. That was something I was not expecting. So, and we were able to find a free parking spot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was a positive.
We had to
free
search.
Parking.
We talked to some locals on our gondola ride, and apparently this is the busiest weekend of the summer for Telluride. Like, it's busy, but like this is the busiest weekend. They're having
the Bluegrass Festival. So bluegrass music is here.
Yes.
All weekend. Lucky us. We love crowds.
So that's what's funny. I feel like, in general, I tolerate crowds better than you. But for some reason, when we go on vacation and run into them, it's me that has the problem. So maybe I'm getting worse. I'm getting cantankerous in my 30s.
I'm rubbing off on you.
I'm telling you, because like I used to just ignore a crowd and move on, but like
It was busy, extremely busy.
yeah. Well, luckily we stepped in a lovely bookstore.
Yes, Chapter 1 bookstore, I think is what it's called. If not, I'll put it below.
But while we're in there shopping for a book and getting Mav a treat,
Yes.
it came a hailstorm.
Yes, it hailed for like 5 minutes. Pea-size hails. It hailed for 5 minutes, which caused everyone in the Bluegrass Festival to go to the nearest place that they could find shelter.
The city sent out an alert over an emergency cell phone system. That you had to evacuate the public outdoor areas.
Elk! There's elk! How cool!
And here we are.
Elk!
I see no bull, but elk. I'm gonna back up because I'm out in the road.
Video it on your phone. There's someone around.
I'm here, but I'm out in the road.
Oh.
So I gotta back up and get off the road first.
Yeah, I don't see any bulls. I just see a herd of cows.
Well, I would say that the bulls aren't around until...
They're not mating. I think they
Right, so
had
the
They're
there's a chipmunk.
A chipmunk. Are the cows pregnant this time of year? We've seen a lot of babies around here.
They shouldn't be. They should just have their yearlings with them.
Oh, so they should have already had babies?
Like deer.
I guess there are some out there that are a little bit smaller. That's crazy. I mean, we're literally, 3 minutes out of downtown Telluride? If that.
Yeah.
And there's elk in this field.
Yep.
Just chilling.
But I guess this is this is a valley in the mountains, and this is where they hang.
That's so cool. Okay, so outside of you liking the gondola ride up was nice, okay? But the gondola ride from Mountain Village back to Telluride was eventful.
Half of it was fine. There's a station at the top where you don't get off unless you're getting off to do a hike or mountain biking.
Yeah.
And
a family got on with us.
Yeah.
To say it was awkward would be minimizing the situation.
Yeah.
So, it was a husband and wife, and
They're two small children.
Apparently, it was his birthday. They had a little pan of cupcakes, and
I almost asked for one.
they looked good. I don't know. I think it was homemade.
They looked like they were like maybe homemade Oreo cupcakes.
Yes. And I was like, just keep Mav away from them because they're chocolate, and he was sniffing everywhere and wouldn't sit still.
But back to them.
She was giving him down the road. Like, they were having an actual legit argument in this small little gondola with us in it and the dog in front of their two kids and us, like we were not even there.
No,
Apparently.
Yeah. She was upset, and then she would bring it up, and then she would go, I don't want to talk about it.
I want to talk about it. She obviously wanted to talk about it in front of strangers.
It's like, why don't you?
But what she was so mad about is, I guess, her significant other, husband, someone, father of her children,
got called into work on an emergency.
Yes, and he was in construction